Hi. So, a student was asking me about just the two of us, and he wanted to know some soloing strategy. So, I don't know if anybody likes the song or doesn't like the song, but the truth of the matter is you can't really escape it. You're gonna have to play it. If you go to like a jam session or whatever, somebody's gonna ask to play it, and you're gonna have to. So, and also the song has a lot of good points to study, and these points will come up in different songs, and you can use them to your advantage. Okay, so anyway, so my student wanted to know soloing strategy, so I looked at some different videos, and of course I've played the song a million times myself, but there's lots of good lessons on this song. The problem though is that a lot of people give you some strategies, but they don't really explain why they work. And if you don't know why they work, then it's really hard to use these ideas in different kinds of music, okay? So anyways, to do that, we're gonna have to look at the song first. And these are the chords: D flat major 7, C7, F minor 7, E flat minor 7, A flat 7, D flat major 7, C7, and F minor 7, okay? So now, anytime you're gonna get a song, you need to see if you can find key centers, okay? Now, maybe before you even do that, you sort of listen to where it feels comfortable. Where is all the gravity in the song? And for me, the gravity is definitely on F minor. That's where it sits comfortably, right? So you wanna write out the diatonic palette for F minor and see what happens, right? So there it is, right? So by looking at that, we can see that the D flat major 7 is the 6th chord in F minor, okay? Now that C7 is the 5 chord. Remember, in natural minor, the 5 chord is not going to be dominant, but we often make it dominant because we want a strong resolution from the 5 to the 1. So we got a 6, a 5, and then a 1 chord in minor. But then look what happens. What's this E flat minor 7, A flat 7, D flat major 7? Well, that's a 2, 5, 1 of that 6th chord, right? So briefly, the composer is changing keys to the key of D flat major 7. It's almost like a secondary dominant, but it's got the 2 chord in it too, okay? And then it's just the 5 and the 1 chord again, okay? So that's all the song really is. Basically 2 keys, F minor with a dominant 5 chord, and a 2, 5, 1 in the key of D flat major 7, which is the 6th chord, all right? So that's what we have here. So anyways, looking at this chord progression, there's different approaches. The most simple would just be to use F minor pentatonic scale. Why? Well, because it's in the key of F minor, and you can always play the minor pentatonic scale on the 1 chord, whether it's minor or dominant, not really major 7, of course. So that C7 is just like a blues sound going to F. Okay, so now even that E flat minor 7, A flat 7, D major 7, F minor 7, the F minor pentatonic scale is going to work on that too. Do you know why? Because remember, I told you there's always 3 minor pentatonic scales in every key. And one of the minor pentatonic scales in the key of D flat is F minor pentatonic scale. So it works. And if you look at the intervals, you'll see that they're all chord tones for any of those chords, okay? So that's what we got. So you can play the F minor pentatonic scale over the whole thing. Let's just try it. In the PDF, I think I wrote this pentatonic scale. So let's just use this for the time being, okay? So, but now, if you want to impress people, because see what's going to happen is you're going to go to a jam session, you're going to play the F minor pentatonic scale, and you'll think you did okay, and then like the next guy is going to play all this jazzy stuff, and so you're going to want to, be able to play some of the changes because the song is sort of a jazzy song, right? So first thing you can do is you can just start adding in notes of the C7 chord, and in the same position it would be this, right? And you don't have a lot of time, right? You only have half a measure, so but you're working in 1 or 2 notes at a time. Okay, so the next thing we can do here is, other than the C7 chord, we can outline that 2-5-1 in D flat major. Where's the D flat major? Same position, right? And practicing this is really good for you because it forces you to listen to the chords. If you were just playing the F minor pentatonic scale, you don't have to listen to the chords so much. They just go by. But now you're going to develop the ability to listen to the changes while you're improvising. And this is a really good, doorway into playing over jazz changes too. Okay, so let me do that for you. I'll make it as simple as possible so it doesn't sound crazy or anything. And of course, you can do this as many positions as you can. Now, what do we have next? Considering that this is in F minor, it doesn't have to be just the minor pentatonic scale, because it could be the F natural minor scale. Now, what is F minor scale for that D flat major 7, the 6th chord? That's going to be Lydian. So you don't need to overthink it, but you could. It's sort of like playing D flat Lydian on that first chord, and then on the F minor chord playing F natural minor. They're the same scales. Aeolian, D flat Lydian, and F Aeolian natural minor are the same exact scales, okay? So you can incorporate those too. Explain here that sometimes that you'll see that C7 is C altered, and there's a reason for it, because when you look at D flat major 7, see that note, the 5th, that's also the sharp 9, the sharp 5th of C altered, right? That's a pretty good sound. So even if who's ever playing the chords isn't playing them altered that way, you can just play it yourself. It creates a little bit of tension, but it takes a little bit of work though, because it's quick, and there's that's a lot of scale playing. So remember, you can play C altered for those chords too. Okay, so when I play the demo here, I'm going to try to do all these different strategies, okay? Because some of them be more bluesy and some of them be more jazzy, and I can create a nice contrast that way. And remember, this song, you can't really escape it. At one point in time, you're gonna have to play it, so you might as well knock everybody out with an incredible solo. But also, a lot of the techniques that we're using here are gonna come in handy in a lot of other songs as well. All right, so try it. And if you need the track and you need the PDF, you can just go get it at Patreon. All right, so have a nice day.